Good morning, passengers. This is the pre-boarding announcement to Flight 24B. We are now inviting those passengers to have your boarding pass and identifications ready. On behalf of Ninoy Aquino International Airport, we thank you and welcome you to the country where badminton originated, India.
So these are the basic information about the game badminton. So badminton is a racket sport played by either two opposing players or two opposing pairs who take positions on opposite halves of a rectangular court that is divided by a net. So players score points by striking a shuttlecock with their racket so that it passes over the net and lands in their opponent's half of the court. Each side may only strike the shuttlecock once before it passes over the net. A rally ends once the shuttlecock has struck the floor.
Basic badminton rules that each player should know starts with a coin toss, which allows the winning party to either choose between serving first or receiving the serve. In order to win the match, you need to win 2 sets out of 3 with 21 points each. If the result is tie at 20 points, the first player that scores 22 points wins the set. The net should never come in contact with the badminton racket or the body. Crossing over is strictly forbidden. Point is earned when the birdie lands out of bounds, hits the floor, or a fault is committed.
How to play badminton. Hello friends, today we'll learn the rules of badminton. Badminton is played by two opposing players, singles or doubles. The object of the badminton is hit the shuttlecock with your racket so it passes over the net and lands inside the designated marked boundaries within the court. If your opponent retaliates to return the shuttlecock, then the rally occurs back and forth until you force your opponent or your opponent forces you to hit the shuttlecock out or into the net, scoring a point.
People tend to make a few mistakes here and there. That being said, let's find out the common mistake people make while playing badminton. Number 1. Gripping the racket incorrectly. Most beginners tend to hold the racket in all different sorts of ways. Number 2. The smash in the end of the ball. What people don't realize is that by smashing too much during a game can make you lose more energy. Number 3. Not being behind the shuttle while hitting it. Very important that you are behind the shuttle before you hit.
Are you a badminton player and looking into some ways on how to improve your badminton skills? Well, I can help you with that. Here are the 5 tips on how to improve your badminton skills. Let's have our tip number 1. Maintain a good body balance. In badminton, extraordinary speed and power are the winning factors. The key to play with a good speed and power is to have extremely good body balance. Tip number 2. Swing plus wrist equals power. And for our tip number 3, relax your muscles. Tip number 4. Start with the basics. As a beginner, start by learning the basics in badminton. Learn about the basic movements, how to move on the field, how to protect the field area, how to hold the racket and hit the shuttlecock. And now we're down to our last tip. Be yourself. After learning the basic badminton techniques, don't be afraid to add your own style in the game. Now that you have learned so many things and tips on how to play a badminton, we are now looking forward in your